You may be looking at your situation, your financial, and you think, I don't have, I do not have an extra $500 a month to put aside or to put towards my IRA or my a stock investment. None of that, right? But listen, that's not where it starts. It starts in your imagination. Think about the woman who saves money consistently. How does she think about saving money? She doesn't think I don't have $500 to put away every single month. She never thinks that. She's thinking about what she can do. She's not thinking about what she cannot do. This is why your imagination is your most valuable financial asset because that's where you create who you are in your world. That's where you create your reality. And then you go and create evidence for that. Now, here is something that I want to share with you. We are always proving to ourselves what we already believe. So if we don't believe we can save money, we will not prove to ourselves that we can save money. Our brain just can't do that. That's not how it was designed. It was designed to just recreate what's already in our imagination. And if that's the case, then what do you want to have in your imagination so that you can create it in the material world? That's where you want to take your brain. And I know that's hard work. It is because our brain doesn't want to actually change the way it thinks. It just wants to repeat the same thoughts over and over. But you have to inject it with new thoughts. And that's why listening to this podcast is so important. Like when I meet with women doing my free consultation and they don't sign to work with me for whatever reason, I'm always recommending make sure you listen to the podcast because this is one of the ways that you can find value in becoming the woman who can better her relationship with money. You start to see things differently. You start to inject your brain with new thoughts, new ideas, and your imagination explodes because all of a sudden you wonder, oh, I never heard of it that way. Hmm, I wonder what it would be like if I thought of it that way. That's how I renewed my relationship with possibility. When I was a kid, I was a dreamer. I was going to do such amazing things in my life. And then for whatever reason, I stopped dreaming. I became realistic. I remember the day I laid in my bed. I think I was in middle grade. I think. I cannot remember exactly, but I remember I was in bed and I started worrying about my grades in school. I never worried about my grades in school because in my imagination, I just always succeeded. I was very successful in school. I didn't worry. But I remember the day that the anxiety crept into my heart. And from that day on, I was no longer the dreamer. I was worried about what would happen, how I would fail, and it just carried on into my adulthood until I listened to my first coach and she changed my life. I found possibility again. I found my imagination again. And the rest is history. Here I am teaching you how to do the same. It's been an amazing adventure. So do that, my friend. Tap into your imagination. What do you want? Who are you that has that thing? Let's explore. Can you like date that idea? Date that idea. Spend time there.